Hi friends, I am Anil. Welcome to my channel Computer Basics. We are going through programming basics, the concepts which are common to all the languages. Today in this video, we are going to discuss regarding looping. Now, what is looping, where it is used, why it is used. So let us consider a plate of sweets, a plate full of sweets. So we are eating. Now, when we are eating, we will consider the first spoon. The first spoon we are taking, that is called initialization, means starting. You have started eating the sweets. Then after taking the first sweet, are you stopping it? No, you are continuing. So first spoon you took, second spoon you took, third spoon you took. How many times you are continuing? When you will stop it? For stop, you have to give some conditions. That condition may be your mental satisfaction, maybe your physical satisfaction, stomach should be filled. Maybe from your side there is no condition, you will take till the plate is empty. Your wish. Three choices are there. Out of that, whatever condition you will put, your wish. But it will continue till your condition satisfies. When your condition will be fed, either plate is empty, or you mentally satisfied, or you physically satisfied, then after you stop the eating. Okay, in the same way, here also we need something, some task, some statements which will be repeated till some condition satisfies. Till the condition will satisfy, the task will be repeated. When the condition will be false, means how many times you want to execute that statement, you have already executed. Then you want to stop. Okay. So let us implement, in that case, we will use looping, where a single statement or a block of statement will be executed repeatedly till the condition satisfies. In those cases, we will use looping. For example, suppose I will tell you to write a simple program, write your name. So, what will you write? SOP XYZ. In XYZ, in place of XYZ, you will write your name. I will write my name. Now, SOP I am using in Java, system.out.println. If it is C, you write printf. If it is C, C++, write down C out. So, this is the statement to print my name. Suppose I will tell you, write your name 10 times. So, what you have to do? SOP XYZ. It will continue up to 10 times. SOP XYZ, SOP XYZ, SOP XYZ. Suppose I will tell you, write your name 100 times. So, will you write 100 times? Suppose I will tell you, write your name 1000 times. Will you write 1000 times? No. For that reason, we have a concept, looping, where we are repeating a single statement or a block of statement for several times. How many times depends on the condition we are putting. So let us take this example only. Here I will write my name 10 times, or I will print XYZ 10 times. So what will I write? I will give some condition here, while a condition. 10 times. Condition is 10 times. While 10 times, printf this one. Okay. Now this 10 times I have to put in a condition. Okay. So how to put that condition? I have to, in programming language, to put a condition, we need a loop control variable. Loop control variable. That means this variable will control the loop number of times you need. Here I need 10 times. So this variable will control for 10 times. How? You take a variable int I is equal to 1 while I less than 10 or less than equal to 10. Here I will write I plus plus. Now see this statement, how many times it will execute. Value of I is 1, it is initialized. I took the first spoon of sweet. Then I have given a condition I is less than equal to 10. Whether the value of I is 1 is less than 10 or not. So let us check 1 is less than 10. It is true. Condition is true. If condition is true, block of this loop will be executed. That means XYZ will be printed. XYZ will be printed. I value will be incremented from 1 to 2. So I value is now 2. After statement, after block of the body of the loop, it will go again. So now what is I value? 2. 2 is less than equal to 10. Condition true. So it will print XYZ. Now I becomes 3. 3 is less than equal to 10. Condition true. Print. I is 4. Like this it will continue up to 9. When I value is 9, 9 is less than equal to 10. True. So XYZ becomes 10. 10 is less than equal to 10. True. So it will print XYZ. Now it becomes 11. 11 is less than equal to 10. Their condition is false. When condition will become false, then it will not execute. Control will come out of the loop. That is the concept of the looping. That I want to execute these two statements 10 times. Okay. So when I need a single statement or a block of statement means more than one statement. In C, C++, Java, the block is kept inside curly bracket. In Python, it is controlled through indentation. Whatever it might be, if the block of the statement is there or a single statement is there, I need to execute it repeatedly. No need to write it repeatedly. Once I will write, I will put it in a loop and I will give a condition. Up to that condition, it will be executed. That is the concept of looping. This looping is of 3 types: while, do while, and for. In Java, there is another loop for each. Okay, Java onwards, all the languages mostly they are having for each loop. That will be discussed after array. Now we will consider 3 loops only: while, do while, for. Now we will see the syntax, we will see the examples. First, while loop. The syntax is while condition body means body of the loop. In do while, do body, then while condition. This is the syntax. So we should not worry. We will only implement this one. Now in for there is something different. For initialization, condition, iteration, body. So let us write the same program. Write your name 10 times. Okay. Let us write the same program in all the three languages, in all the three loops. So here I have taken I equal to, just I have written before this, I equal to 1 while I less than equal to 10 SOP XYZ I plus plus. Okay, here same thing will be there, but it will put according to the syntax of do while. That means do opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, while condition will be here, while I less than equal to 10 condition semicolon. So here while is at the beginning, here while is at the end. That's the difference. Okay, body will remain same, SOP XYZ I plus plus. Before the body I have taken a loop control variable and initialized it. So it is initialized. So what is the difference between while and do while? The difference is in while condition is checked while entry into the loop, whereas in do while condition is checked while exiting from the loop. So what happens? It is called exit control loop. It is called entry control loop. But see, there are three things which are common in these two loops. What are they? The first is I equal to 1. Here is it is there. Here also it is there. Second, condition I less than equal to 10. I less than equal to 10. In both the cases is there. Third, I has to be incremented, because if it is not incremented, each time it will be 1 only. The condition will be always true. So it will be infinite loop. So XYZ will be printing. Condition will not be failed, will not be false. To make this condition false, each time I have to increment the value of I by 1. Here also same thing. Okay. So three things: initialization, condition, iteration. These three are there in both the loop. In for loop also it is there. But in for loop, it will be there in a single line. I is equal to 1, I less than 10, less than equal to 10, I plus plus. Body में, in the body we will write SOP XYZ. So what is the difference? In for loop, all the three things: initialization, condition, iteration. Iteration means I value might be incremented or it may be decremented. In both the cases, it is called iteration. So here it is written iteration. Here initialization, condition and iteration, it will be in one plus, in one statement. While executing, first I equal to 1, it will be executed. Second, it will be executed. Condition will be checked that I is less than 10 or not. If condition is checked, then control will come to the body of the loop. That is the third step. Steps I am writing in a circle. Okay. Now after coming to the body of the loop will be executed. That is the fourth step. After executing, control will go to iteration. See here a difference. Just after condition checking, though it is in a single line, after condition it will not go to iteration. After condition, if condition is true, it will come to the loop. That is the important thing where everybody is getting confusion. So after getting condition is checked, it will come to the loop. Body of the loop will be executed. After that, iteration. It is the fifth step. After iteration, again the condition will be checked. It is the sixth step. After checking the condition, it will, if it is true, it will come. So 3 4 5 6 3 4 5 6 3 4 5 6, it will continue. Okay, how many times 3 4 5 6 3 4 5 6 will continue? Till the condition is false. Okay, here also same thing is happening, but since iteration is in a different place, so it is not looking like that, but actually that one only. First initialization, then condition, then the body after executing the body, iteration. Same thing here also. Initialization, body of the loop, initialize in do while, condition is at the end. Initialization, first body of the loop, iteration, condition at the end. If you see the second time, condition, no initialization, then once only initialization in all the cases, once only condition, body of the loop, iteration. Okay, condition, body, iteration, condition, body, iteration. So it is same only, condition, body, iteration, condition, body, iteration. So in all the cases, condition, body, then iteration. Okay, for loop also same, condition, body, then iteration. We should not think in a single line. After condition, body of the loop, so you just you put 3 4 5 6 step. After 6, again it will come to 3 if condition is true. Okay, if condition will false, it will go outside. Okay, this looping concept is there in all the languages. Okay, so whenever we need a block of statement or a single statement to repeat sometimes, we need the concept of looping, where we have to consider 3 cases: initialization, condition, iteration. In all the 3 cases, initialization, condition, and iteration. By the way, because in for loop all the statements are in a single line, it is easy to control. Some characteristics of for loops are there. You can omit any one of it. Okay, here also you can omit the iteration, there is no problem, but your output will be wrong. Why? Because each time I will be one condition is true, it is printing. I will not be incremented. One print, one print, one print. Here also it is same. You can remove the iteration part, but it will be infinite loop. Here also it is the same, so there is no change. Okay, whatever rule is there, it is for all. You can omit the condition, there is no hard and fast rule. Here also you omit the condition, here also you omit the condition, it will be true, it will run. Okay, now you omit the initialization. If you are omitting the initialization, I value will be some garbage value, but it will execute, but it will not give any desired output. It will give some abnormal output, because it is not starting from 1. Garbage value might be any value. From that 10 will come or not, it will be, I will be first time only, I will be greater than 10, so condition will be false, XYZ will not be printed, it will come outside. Okay, so this is the thing, that all the 3 are optional, whether we can write or we may omit, but according to requirement we have to write that one. There is no rule, there is no syntax for that one, that you have to write all the 3 sections. In any loop it is not there. Okay, so you can omit any loop, loop will execute, but it will not execute according to your requirement if you have not given properly these 3 statements, that is initialization, condition, iteration. Initialization, condition, iteration, you have to give according to your requirement. This is all regarding our looping. So if you are an engineering student or any student related to computer science or programming is there in your syllabus, or you are interested, then subscribe my channel. Definitely you will get something new in each video and all the videos. Thank you.